Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Steve with Real Progressives. And, the subject of the day right now is hyper-partisanship and contempt prior to investigation. We had a 2-hour marathon last night on Real Progressives with Ellis Winningham. And we discussed at length an incredible amount of very, very important information that most of you probably didn't know. For the very few of you who did, count yourself among the 1%. But we have had several Democrats, partisan, diehard Democrats, tell us that serving the poor, serving the environment, fixing our education system, getting jobs for everyone. And quite frankly, this whole idea of a Green New Deal, they said that what we were preaching was voodoo economics, and that if he had any say-so about it, he was going to get all Democrats to push for a balanced budget because that will stop Ronald Reagan. That's exactly what this terrible person said. So he's got a guy here that watches us demonstrate in fine-tuned fashion down to the nth that we broke it down so perfectly, so easy to understand. We even had whiteboards. Unassailable truth, yet horrible, worthless, vote blue sycophants would rather say that they're standing against Reagan than understanding the progressive side of the coin. For every evil, there's a good, right? There's a way of doing something good. If all you're doing is tending to the rich, then all of a sudden you flip the script to tend to the 99%, what kind of buffoon claims to be a lefty that would stand in opposition to that? Oh, I know, a partisan Democrat. A partisan Democrat who is the epitome of everything in the world wrong with our country, our lives, everything. Everything that is wrong with our nation can be summed up in what that one vote blue sycophant said. He didn't care what would be solved. He didn't care how many lives would be saved. He talked about the debt that we debunked, mercilessly debunked. He talked about the fact that we would be doing exactly what Reagan did. So it's voodoo economics. This is the level of horrific idiocy, evil. Let's call a spade, pure, unadulterated, sycophantic evil in the vote blue world. He knew that it would save lives, yet he worthlessly decided that because Reagan had done it toward the rich, that understanding how this works to save the poor was somehow or another bad. This, my friends, is why you will never catch me supporting a Democrat as long as I live. Now, I may vote for somebody in the long term, somehow or another, there may be something that I do that I'm forced into or whatever. But let me just explain to you this. Anybody that would defend the vote blue lifestyle at the expense of lives is pure unadulterated evil. Do you understand me? If you would stand in the way of progress because of your vote blue sensibilities, you're a cancer and you serve no value. Your beliefs are killing people, literally. When I say killing people, you watch the Black Lives Matter folks, and you watch them, they are fed up with dying. They're fed up with watching their kids get killed. They're fed up with watching people laying in the streets and being disregarded and profiled and killed. Well, guess what? I, Steve Grumbine, am fed up with economic illiterates killing people by the dozens, by the thousands, condemning them to no health care. And I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat. And in this case, More appropriately, Democrats supposedly should know better. But their sickness, their aversion to truth before party, makes them useless as wet, soggy toilet paper. It makes them as worthless as a ring around a toilet full of crap. That is what a vote blue sycophant is, that would literally shoot progress in the forehead and kill it dead because they might accidentally look like they supported something Reagan did when it's completely the flip side opposite of that. That, my friends, is why Democrats, as a unit, I'm not talking about the people, I'm talking about the vote blue mindset, is a cancer to society. It is evil. There's like you talk about Donald Trump being evil. Donald Trump never hit it. These people never hit it. They were out there with their freak flag flying. You knew who they were. But when you see a Democrat lies and says they're a progressive, and they worthlessly say the things that this jackwad said, when they would literally be willing to kill people in order to maintain their hyper-partisanship, you know you have stared into the face of a serial killer. Because does it matter whether people died from bombs? It matters that they died from austerity, from not serving their needs, from not feeding them, for not clothing them, for not sheltering them, for not giving them health care. You are talking about the personification of evil. So with that, tonight I've got Sherry Honkala joining me. Special election coming up. She's in the 197th District of Pennsylvania. I'll be excited to interview her. And with that, tomorrow night, I'll also have a special later night at 8:30 interview with none other than Kenneth Mejia again. So we got a two special elections, two Green Party, two up-and-coming people, two people to keep your eye out for. With that, I'm Steve Grumbine, putting my money where my mouth is and living the life, guys. Have a good one.